Good evening, everyone. So we are live again. I can see Konoklata. Good evening, Konoklata. Thank you for joining. Good evening, Sagorika. Thank you for joining. Good evening, Gorima. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I hope you all are fine and doing well. I think these days you are learning so many things. So new things have been taught. So please tell me how you are, what you are doing these days, your mental state, anything. So anything you are doing, any productive thing. So please write in the chat box. And let us wait for other people. So till then you can write how you are, what you are doing. Do you feel good? So Konoklata, Sagorika, Gorima, how are you? Rekha Dasami Anuja. Thank you, Anuja, for joining. Good evening. Okay, Dhruvajyoti sir. Good evening, Dhruvajyoti sir. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I can see 5 people are watching. Yeah, Konakuta, I'm also fine. I'm doing well. And yeah, I feel that I am doing productive things. I'm also fine, Drobazati sir. Yes, Gorima, I'm fine. Thank you. Okay, then let me give you something. And tomorrow, if you can, please bring them, or you can send them in the group. I'm doing my studies these days. Okay, thank you, Konoklata. Good that you are studying. So you can see that died of, died from, died in, died for. Chandramika, good evening. Good evening, Chandramika. Thank you for joining. So write these words or these things down in your copy. Kuali, good evening, Kuali. Thank you for joining. So তোমালোকে লিখি লবা died of, died from, died in, died for. Okay, I can see 8 people, and thank you for joining. Please hit the like button, and if you are new, subscribe to this channel. So you can see that died of, died from, died in, died for. Try to make sentences using this, and you can send them in the group, in that WhatsApp group. If you don't know, we can also explain to you. So died of, you know that if somebody is sick and he dies, then yeah, it would be like he, you can write died of cholera, died of malaria, died of COVID-19. Yes, Kohli. So you can see that I have given died of, died from, died in, died for. So yeah, if you know these things, you can frame sentences. আৰু তোমালোকে সেই হোৱাটছএপ গ্ৰুপটো দিব পৰা এইকেইটা sentence বনাই. He in COVID-19 disease. He died. Okay. I hope Kohli you have understood. তোমালোকে এটা এটা sentence বনালে হ'ব, and you can send in that group. Okay, let me give you one sentence. The man died of malaria, or cholera. You can say COVID-19. You can also say. Okay, thank you, Kohli. And he died in the accident. So you can follow these sentences and you can write on your own. So, you can see the man died of malaria. The man died in the accident. Yes, he died of COVID-19. Yes, sir. This one is correct. Yeah, so you can frame sentences like this, and it would be helpful for you. Okay, Gonaklata, very good. She died of cancer. Okay, one thing I'm giving you, compare with Okay, write this down. Compare with, compare to. So if you think this session to be helpful or useful, you can share with your friends. So I'm also learning. Sometimes I forgot, sometimes I speak wrong sentences, but when I practice or study these things, definitely it helps. And yeah, it is helping me every day. She compared me to that girl. Okay. Okay, we will give you sentences, Kohli. So at least you have tried. Thank you for that. Robin died for his country. Okay. Yeah, Konakulata. So Kohli, actually, if uh, two things are similar, so if two things come under same situation or same category, then it should be with. Okay. She compared me with that girl. আৰু যেতিয়া বস্তু দুটা বেলেগ বেলেগ হয় to like anger is compared to fire. Okay. I can see 9 people. Thank you for joining. And you can also write. So যিসকলে নতুনকে জইন কৰিছে এতিয়া yeah, so one is compare with, the other is compared to, and তাৰ আগতে দিছিলো died of, died in, died from, died for. Yeah, I can see 10 people. So thank you. Young children should not be compared with anyone. Okay, Kole. Okay, Konaklata. Thank you. Chandramika, she is constantly comparing his to children. Compare his to children. Yeah, so Chandramika, you should use to or with, okay? So today you just write. So তোমালোকে মই ধৰি লওক compare to, compare with, দিছো died of, died from, died in. আজি just লিখিলো, okay? And in the next day we will practice those sentences, or we will provide you some tips or sentences. Okay, Chandramika, sorry, her. She is constantly comparing her children. Okay, it's fine. Okay, 12 people are watching. Thank you for joining. And sir will also join. Okay. Okay, I'm giving. His activity does not compare with another. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining and hit the like button. And I'm giving you the next thing. Today just write khali likhile hall, and then we will discuss it later. I mean in the next session. Yeah, so consist of. So এইটো বহুত সময়ত ইউজ কৰো আমি consist of. So with practice, you would know these things. And one important thing is that you need to speak, okay? So these things are used usually. So we use these sentences or words or phrases, and we don't even know when we use. So when you are fluent in English, when you get the fluency, you'll not be able to understand how you use. So it is about practice. So your subconscious mind registers everything, and when you keep practicing, it comes naturally without even knowing. So spontaneously it comes. And with writing, you need to practice. So you need to speak at the same time. And I just would like to thank those who are consistent, who have been attending these classes. Thank you for your support. And I hope you are getting new things. So is it interesting? Please type yes, because these sessions need to be interactive. And if you respond well, then yeah, it would be successful. Okay, the next thing I have written, I think this one I gave you or not, I don't remember. Beware of. Something like, we always tell that beware of your enemies or your false friends. Sri Runumuni, thank you for joining. I think you're new. Yes, Gorima. Okay, thank you. So, Sri Runumi, can you tell us something about you so that we know?
So,
Okay,
Nilofer,
thank
can you
you.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you. So what about the participants today?
Yes, sir. 12, 13 people I can see. And I think one new member had joined. Maybe you know.
Okay. So please go
Okay,
ahead just
Ananya.
for 1 minute, okay?
Okay, it's Ananya actually. Okay, thank you, Ananya. So, shall I continue for a minute
Yes, just
or?
continue for 1 minute and I'll just take over, okay?
Okay. Okay, superior to, junior to. Beware of corona. Okay, Ganapata. So you can say like he is superior to me or she is junior to me, senior to me. Uh, Royal channel watching through YouTube. Thank you for joining, Kohli. I am senior to her. Yes, correct. So with senior or superior or junior, you have to use to. Yeah, 11 people I can see. Thank you everybody for joining.
Okay, Nilofer, I think that the students are so active and
Yes, they are active.
they are also very reactive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
13
so
people have joined.
right. So thank you everybody for joining, and we will try to give our best the way we could.
Yes.
And let me tell you, those students who are watching right now, right from Kohli to Royal Salin, Royal Channel, and then Konoklota, Kohli, Sri, Runumi Mudai,
Name is
Subhositi,
Ananya.
Rekha, Gorima, Runumi, all others. So thank you very much for joining. So by the way, Nilofer is a student and she has learned the art of speaking in the public and she's growing. And even I'm also growing and we are just practicing, giving something to you all, a platform where you could also practice just
Yeah.
like we are practicing. As you all know that this is the lockdown, what should we do? We have nothing to do at home. 24 hours every day do we have. So Nilofer and I thought that okay, let's go and let's do something productive. So this is the one way, this is the one way, or this is one of the ways that we have followed to go live right at 7 to 8 or sometimes 8:30 p.m. every day. And we have been doing these sessions for long, 43 days, I think, Nilofer, if I have not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. So it has been just, and today is, I think, their number 21. And
Yes.
earlier we finished 21 the
21.
challenge, and this time 21. That we have crossed the target of 40 days continuously going live on YouTube for free. So this is one of the landmarks that we have. So সকলোকে ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো তোমালোকৰ সাপোৰ্টৰ কাৰণে আৰু যিমান পৰা শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিবা কিয়নো আমি যিখিনি সময় আহি আছে তাত আমি সিৰিয়াস ক্লাसेस আৰু প্ৰভাইড কৰাৰ চেষ্টা কৰিম তো আজিৰ যেটো টপিক আজিৰ টপিকটো ভেৰি সিম্পল এজ এ ষ্টুডেণ্ট নীলোফাৰে যিখিনি শিকিছে তাৰ ফালৰ পৰা তোমালোকক কৈছে আৰু তোমালোকে ভালকে শিকা আৰু তোমালোকে ৰিকুৱেষ্ট কৰে যে স্যাৰ আই ৱান্ট টু টক I want to join the session and I would like to be the host, then I would allow you to be the host one day, okay? Out of you, the students, those who are watching right now, if you want that you would speak here and you would be the speaker talking to the audience in this way, you can become the host. You should remember one thing. I'm just here to give you the platform only. And as no one is here, so we are taking the lead. So Nilofer, thank you very much. How do you feel when you get the opportunity to lead the students, being a student, doing something for them, creating the platform? How do you feel?
So yes, I'd like to thank them, and as I have got the opportunity to give something, to teach something, definitely I am going to do that, and I will. So I feel good, and we were not having such environment or anybody, but at least they can have someone or some people who can encourage them, motivate them, and also give them something. So they know many things, but what they don't know is how potential they are or how strong they are. And through this platform, definitely they would find out their potential and yeah, their energy, their strength. So we all have weaknesses, but we don't know about our strength. But through this community and through practice, they will know that what they are capable of.
Right.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to
Right.
teach something and yeah, learn something, also unlearning something from them.
Okay. So thank you very much. Are you getting the sounds properly, Nilofer?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. So, well, dear students, let's start the topic. The topic today is called Let's Learn Forms of Verbs to Express in English Effectively. So, dear students, whenever we try to speak to the world, we need the words. And out of the words, if you learn verbs, that most of the problems that you have will be solved. So we have to focus on learning verbs. So today we will try to learn different forms of verbs. Specifically, I will try to tell you 3 forms of verbs. And these 3 forms of verbs that we use in 3 tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay? So I know that you know. I know that you know the 3 basic forms of all the verbs. No need to tell from my side what are the verbs, because yesterday we have discussed. Those who are new, you can watch the earlier video. We have discussed in detail. Okay, we have discussed in detail about the verbs and what are the kinds of verbs and which are called main verbs, which are called auxiliary verbs, and no need to discuss today. You can go and watch the link that Nilofer, you can share the link by the way of the earlier videos, those who have not watched. And today we are talking about
Yes.
3 kinds of forms. So it's 3 forms of verbs, okay? And mostly we're going to talk about the main verbs. So okay, let me test. If we can master the art of understanding the 3 forms of verbs, then it would be easier for you to express effectively. Because when you try to speak something in past tense, you have to know, or you must know, the past form. When you try to speak to the people in the present perfect tense, then you have to know the past participle form of the verbs. In past tenses, this verb is very important. When you do passive sentences like passive voice, that you need to write this one called past participle form. That is extremely important. So dear students, তোমালোকে যদি হসাকে ইংলিশ ভালকে ক'ব বিচৰা, ইংলিশত ভালকে লিখিব বিচৰা, তোমালোকে যদি ভকেবুলাৰি ইমপ্ৰুভ কৰিব বিচৰা, কেৱল শব্দ জানিলেই নহব, শব্দবিলাক যদি অত সিস্টেমেটিক্যালি আমি যদি তিনিওটা ফৰ্ম জানো তেতিয়াহলে সুন্দৰকৈ আমি বাক্যবিলাক বনাওতে আমাৰ বেছি ভুল নহব আৰু যেহেতু আমি গম পাইছো যে ইংলিছৰ প্ৰতি সবৰে দুৰ্বলতা আছে ইংলিছ কতে আমাৰ সমস্যা হয় ভালেখিনি আৰু সেই সমস্যাটো দূৰ কৰাৰ কাৰণে আমাৰ এই সেশনস বিলাক আমি কৰাৰ ব্যৱস্থা কৰিছো তো আমি জাস্ট কনভাৰসেশন ইন এ কনভাৰসেশন ওয়ে we will try to discuss with you, okay? So প্ৰথম প্ৰশ্নটো যদি মই নীলোফৰ কি হতো নীলোফৰ if I
Yes.
ask you the verb called write.
Yeah.
Write is a word we can use in our sentences, we can use in our stories. So what is the past form and past participle form of write according to you?
Yeah. So write is a verb and the past form of write is wrote, WROTE, and past participle is written, WRITTEN. So yeah, we use like I write
Okay, that
every
means
day.
you have rightly said that. You have rightly said that. What is that, Nilofer? Once again, try to write in the chat box, okay? If you can.
Yeah, wrote and written. Wrote is the past form. Written is past participle. Yeah.
Have you written?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now, dear students, what you need to do, I'll tell you. Now what you need to do. First of all, you just, Nilofer, you tell me whether I am able to share the screen or not.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, for forms.
Okay, good. So very good. Now we can see all the students. Those who can see the slide, please type yes. If you can see the slides, please type yes, everybody.
Yeah, I think they can see.
Okay, they can
because
see.
I can
Okay,
see.
fine.
Because I can see on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, people are joining like 17 or 18.
Very good. Okay.
People, Vishwas sir has
So
joined.
everybody, what I'm telling you, okay, I'll ask you questions, everybody, okay? I will ask you questions. The first step, let me tell you how actually we need to prepare. If you want to speak good English, if you want to write good English, we all know the words, but what we do not know, the words with the clarity. We are not aware whether it is double T or single T in writing
Yes.
or written. Sometimes we get confused. So better one example that we are giving. First word that I have taken is called right.
Yes.
This is right, okay? So dear students, write in the chat box whether it is main verb or auxiliary verb. I'm sure you all know. First you try to tell me whether it is main verb or auxiliary verb. And the rest of the things I'll ask you.
Yeah, this one is a
I
good
want answer from everybody. And please try to hit the like button. Please try to hit the like button. And those who are new, please try to subscribe the channel. And also you can inform your friends, inform your relatives and all the students if they want to learn it, okay? Because this is free class and everybody can enjoy, everybody can learn from us. We are very serious teachers, by the way. We are giving every day more than 1 hour. Am I right, Nilofer?
Yes, yes. And yeah, before that also we gave like 2 hours.
Okay,
sometime.
all the students are answering correctly. So thank you, thank you. So now, step number one, once we know that this verb is the main verb, next step is to know its different forms. Right is the present form. Right is what? This is called present form. If we write here, this is called present. This is called present form. And then here we are writing
Past form.
Past form. And then here we are writing
Past participle.
Past Participle form, okay?
Yes.
F4 form, by the way. Past participle or past participle form. Okay, then we have written it. Now, this one is very simple. You all know about it, but I'm giving you some other forms also. But still, it is not finished what I'm talking about. My point is something different. Some of you might think about that I know right, wrote, written, that's enough. No, it's not enough. You have to know the very important thing after that that I'm disclosing, okay? So just look at this, right is the present form. Then past form comes here as wrote. You all know about it, I'm sure, and you have written very well. And now the third form is called written. Okay, write, wrote, written. This is the three form. Okay, these are the three forms that we know. First, we have to identify the verb, whether main verb, auxiliary verb. Next is to give the past form and the past participle form. And third step, which you are missing. Okay, the third step that you are not aware, and that step would make you good speaker. That last step would make you good speaker. If you know write, wrote, written, that is not sufficient to help you out in speaking in the public. What you need to do, তাৰ পিছত আমি কি জানিবলগীয়া আছে, এই write, wrote, written এই তিনিটা ফৰ্ম ব্যৱহাৰ কৰি আমি যেতিয়ালৈকে সুন্দৰ সুন্দৰ বাক্য বনাব নোৱাৰো, যেতিয়ালৈকে আমি write, wrote, written শব্দ তিনিটা ইউজ কৰি সুন্দৰ সুন্দৰ বাক্য বনাব নোৱাৰো, তেতিয়ালৈকে কিন্তু আমাৰ এই শব্দবিলাক জানিও একো লাভ নাই। কিয়নো আমি যেতিয়া কথা পাতিম, আমি যেতিয়া লিখিম, তেতিয়া শব্দটো জানিলে নহয়, we have to understand, we have to have the sense actually how to use them in a proper way to give a meaning. When you are talking to the people, people should understand what you're writing. So that's why the words that you know, when to use write form, when to use wrote form, when to use written form, that should be clear. And I hope that you all know. Those people who do not know, let me tell you. Nilofer, are you here?
Yeah.
Nilofer, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
So please try to explain actually when to write this word called write present form, when to use past form, and when to use past participle form, when to use that three forms.
Yes. So right.
Very good. All other students who are participating well. So thank you very much for your participations. সকলোকে ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো। আৰু যিসকলে নতুন সাবস্ক্রাইব কৰা চেনেলটো, those who are here, those who have not liked, or just please try to like it if you want, it's your choice. Nilofer, try to explain in brief when to use these three forms. Come on.
Yes. So you can simply see that present form is right. The present form of right is right. So you can say here sir has written present form, right? Then past, it should be wrote. So if you think that you write every day, so definitely you need to write like I write every day, he writes every day. And then in the past form, you have to write that I wrote something yesterday, or he wrote to me. And then past participle would be like written. So when you use past or present perfect or past perfect, so you can write like I have written something just now, she has written a poem, she has written a story. So you can write like this. So yeah, I think they can understand this way. The word is right, verb is right, and its past form is wrote, and then you have past participle.
Okay. Okay, Nilofer, so thank you that you have explained this one in a beautiful way. Now, dear students, you get ready for the next word, okay? You have to write the next word that I would like to give you. Next word that I would like to give you, little difficult one, okay? and I think that some of you are aware of it, but still, let me try to give you. Okay, this one. You can see this one. You have to write down the past form and past participle form, okay? And this is related to birth. This is related to birth, by the way. Let me tell you. Related to birth. So please try to write in the live chat option. So please try to write the past form and past participle form of beer. B-E-A-R, beer. Let me see who writes first. Come on. Let me see who writes first. So dear students, and after writing the past form and past participle form, that we are going to use these forms in sentences in a practical way. Okay, we are okay. Bore. Okay, sir. Bipul sir has written it. Bore. People are absolutely correct that you have written the correct word. The past form that you have written is called absolutely correct. What you have said is absolutely correct. It is called beer bore. Bore is the past form. Okay. Okay. Runumi Mudai. Runumi, thank you very much. This
It's
is right.
Ananya.
Runumi, who is this? I think Ananya is it?
Ananya.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So Ananya, congratulations. Thank you. Rekha also is fine. Very good. Gorima is also fine. Bo born. Okay. Very good. Okay. Students are very intelligent, by the way. All the students are extremely intelligent. So beer born. Okay. Sometimes E also dear, but it's fine that without E we can write it. Beer born. Here beer is called giving birth. Okay. Then bore, you understand the past form, and born is the past participle form. So normally this word is used in the passive. This word is used in the passive form. Okay. That, for example, if you say that if you say normally, or normally you say I was born in 2019. For example, something like this one sentence that I'm writing for you. Okay. Example, I'm writing one for you. Okay. I was born in 1990. Okay. 1999. So this is the this is the year of your birth. For example, here we have used the passive form. What we have done here, we have written here born, the past participle form. It is in the passive form, by the way. We cannot write, we never say something like, okay, my mother actually, okay, my mother bore me. We never say something like this. What we do, we just write more jonmo hoisile. we always try to write this kind of sentences in the passive form. Thank you. So etia tumalokor kaam hobo ki janare বঢ়িয়াকে write আৰু wrote আৰু written এই তিনিটা ফর্ম ব্যবহার করে তিনিটা বাক্য লিখা. Write down now 3 sentences, okay? Write down 3 sentences. Write down 3 sentences using the 3 forms, using the 3 forms. Come on, everybody. Write, wrote, written. Write three sentences using the 3 forms. Come on. Let me see who writes in a correct way. And the sentence should be different, okay? The sentences should be different. That means one sentence you cannot copy paste. Like you have to write your own sentences using write, wrote, written. Come on, everybody. Past sentence you should write using the word called write. Second sentence that you have to write using wrote. And third sentence you have to write, and the third sentence you have to write using written. Third sentence you have to write using written. And Nilofer, have a look, please. Those students who are writing, come on, have a look.
Okay.
Try to read out the sentences, those who have written.
Yes, sorry, I was muted. Okay. So Dhrubajyoti sir wrote that Rahul wrote the poem. Then Kohli, she has written, I am writing a story. I wrote a story. I have written a story. Then Vipul sir, I write poem. He wrote the letter yesterday. The book Youth India was written by Mahatma Gandhi. And Dhrubajyoti sir, she has written a story. Chandramika, she writes her name beautifully. Okay. Gorima, I write a book. He wrote a book. Gita have written. Okay, Gita has written. Okay, Gorima, Gita has written a book. Kanaklata, I have written it. Did you write this? So yeah, they have written beautiful sentences. I'm also using written. Ananya, I write SMS every day. I wrote the story. Rita have written a song. So Ananya, Rita has, because third person, okay? So you have to write has. Konoklata, I wrote a poem yesterday. Okay. Thank you for your answers.
Okay. So thank you, Nilofer, for reading out the sentences. The beautiful sentences they have written. Even I could also see that I'm writing a story. I wrote a story. I have written a story. I read a poem. He wrote the letter yesterday. The book with the book Youth India was written by Mahatma Gandhi. Very good. That all the answers right from Dhruva sir, Kohli, right from Kohli to Dhruva sir to Chandramika, Vipul sir, Gorima, Konoklata, Runumi. You all are actively participating, and thank you very much for your love and care. আচলতে যদি আমি কিবা এটা শিকিব খোজো এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ পেচেঞ্চ লাগিবই। আৰু যিসকলে ইংলিছ শিকিব বিচাৰিছে, ইংলিছ ক'ব বিচাৰিছে, বাট সময় নাই সিহঁতৰ। আৰু সময় নোহোৱা মানুহে কেতিয়াও ইংলিছ ক'ব নোৱাৰে। ইংলিছ বুলিয়ে নহয়, যিকোনো কাম এই পৃথিৱীখনত কৰিব নোৱাৰে। তো মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকৰ ভালৰ কাৰণে, তোমালোকৰ জ্ঞান দিবৰ কাৰণে আমি বিভিন্ন কাম কৰি আছো। ইতিমধ্যে আজি মই 2-3জন মই প্ৰফেচাৰৰ লগত কথা পাতিছো, মোৰ ছাৰসকলৰ লগত কথা পাতিছো। So maybe very soon I would have a guest on the topic called how to speak English in a better way. The guest would be Dr. Sultan Ali Ahmed sir. We have not specified the time, but we are going to do very soon with Dr. Sultan Ali Ahmed sir. He is a reputed professor of Department of English of BH College, Howley. He writes in different newspapers. In Assam Tribune, his articles are published in Amarkhom, and in different newspapers that his writings are published, and he is one of the favorite teachers. And I called sir, and sir already responded to me in a positive way, and he is going to teach us, he is going to tell his journey of learning English, and we can learn so many things from sir. তো আশা কৰিছো তোমালোকৰ বহুতে চিনি পোৱা চাগে ডক্টৰ সুলতান আলী আহমেদ ছাৰক। মেক্সিমামে চিনি পাবা যিসকলে BH-ত পঢ়া, নাইবা নপঢ়িলে ছাৰক সকলোৱে চিনি পায়। তো নীলোফাৰ, কেনেকুৱা লাগিব যেতিয়া আমাৰ বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ টিচাৰ্ছ গুৰুবিলাক আহিব, তেওঁলোকৰ নিজৰ নিজৰ জ্ঞানবিলাক আমাক দি যাব আৰু ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীবিলাকে ফ্ৰী অফ কষ্ট পাব। নৰ্মেলি এই টিচাৰ্ছবিলাকক লগ পোৱাটো বহুত টান হয়, যেনে উদ্ধৱ ভৰালী ছাৰ। হি ইজ নট somebody that you would get everywhere. He's a very resource person, and people are scared of him. Actually, he does not have the time, but still we're getting him. Just like that, he'll also get Sultan Ali Ahmed sir. So Nilofar, what do you want to say related to our next guest that already we have talked to?
Yes. So, as a student, I would love to have guests like Dr. Sultan sir or Dhaporali sir every day, and they are, I would say, great personalities because they know things, they have the experience which we still don't have, and with their uh, valuable knowledge and experience, definitely we will get motivation and we'll get the knowledge and information. So it's not like they are free, that they will give us something and they are free. That it's not like that. They are busy and they do works, they do things, but still they are uh, getting the time to give us something which is really wonderful. And in this time, that the way they respond is unbelievable, I'd say, because many people don't have the time, but they
Right.
actually they get the time and they also try to share their knowledge. So yeah, we should be thankful to them, to those people who have the time to share. And yeah, it's a big thing that we are getting people like them.
Right. Absolutely. So we have a long list. Even I have been talking to one of the vice chancellors of Assam, and he is the vice chancellor of Krishna Guru Spiritual University. But sir has not responded till now. We failed to communicate with him. And I have been talking to a lot of people actually, so that our students would learn something.
Yes.
So
Yeah, they are taking their time out to speak and to motivate. So yeah, we should be thankful for that because
okay,
it's
so it's good. So I
yeah.
think that Nilufro, so in the middle, every Sunday that we should make a habit of bringing new guests so that our students would get to know something new from them. So while dear students, we don't need anything from you. Just you give your time to yourself, not us. You give your time to yourself so that you can grow. And
Yes.
this class is going to help the students, those who are studying in different classes. These classes are going to help those people who want to improve speaking, whether housewives or homemakers, whether job holders, whether teachers. It would help everybody who wants to learn something. Okay. And it is just like, and 1 hour you are spending just to learn something for yourself and for creating an environment. So I think that everybody should spend a little time. And Kohli said, I'm so excited. Thank you, Kohli. And it would be very interesting session, by the way. And Sultan wrote, good evening, everybody. Thank you. Sultan, please like the stream so that YouTube algorithm comes to know about the streams. Okay, great. So thank you for your message. So all the students, now I understood that you are aware of the words when you're writing, and it's good. And remember that if you make a habit of using the words in sentences, that would help you to speak, that would help you to write, because simply learning the words without practicing the sentences will not help you. Even you will forget, will get confused when to speak.
Yes.
When it comes to speaking, will get confused which one you should use. But one more thing that I would like to tell you today, when you are writing something, when you are speaking something, okay, remember that you are writing or speaking just to tell, you are writing or speaking just to tell the other person what you have in your mind. If you simply try to if you simply try to communicate, try to pass your ideas to the other person, why should you go for the complex formations? You just try to use the simple words they understand. Because I have seen so many students, they do not speak. So many people, they do not speak because they do not know the complex words. They do not know the standard words. Nilofer, have you heard somebody saying that I do not know the standard words? I do not know the good words, because of which, people might laugh at my English. So I do not speak, and I should not speak. Once I would be master of the vocabulary, then I will start speaking. Have you heard something like this?
Yeah, and we were also like that. Like, when we will learn something, uh, strong words, then definitely we will be able to speak, and we will speak once we know those words. But it's wrong, because when you speak, it doesn't matter what words you utter or use. In writing, sometimes it matters that you should write like formal words, but when you speak, it is different. So writing and speaking, they are different from each other. So you can write really well, but sometimes if you don't practice, when it comes to speaking, you will fumble and you will not get the words. You feel like that, yeah, I write so well, I know words, but why words are not coming? Sometimes it happens due to lack of practice. So even we know things. So I would say that I read a lot of books, last year, or the, earlier I used to read books. But what happened? I know words, but I I can't speak.
Okay,
Or when I speak,
right.
those words don't come easily. So it's the different, I'd say.
Okay. So Nilofer, thank you very much. Actually, we had the same feeling. Even I had the same thought that I would speak once when I would have some knowledge on the vocabulary. But I got to know that later, actually, when I felt that, okay, I need to talk to the people. If I need
Yes.
to talk to the people, they should understand. And if I need to make him understand, why should I go for the complex words? So that's why we should tell the students that, my dear students, those who are here, you should try to learn the simple words, just like write, speak, see, can, do, hear, listen. These are the simple words. These are the words which would help you have, eat, drink, make. Because make is also very important word that I'm just trying to write it right now, because make can help you to make so many sentences So we will try to tell you something, okay, about it.
Yeah.
But এই মুহূৰ্তত মই এটা প্ৰশ্ন সোধাৰ ইচ্ছা গৈছে, ইয়াত কিমানজন ছাত্ৰী আছা, তোমালোকে ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী আছা যিসকলে যে ভকেবুলাৰী শব্দবিলাক আমাৰ দুৰ্বল, আমি ভাল ভাল শব্দ নাজানো, যাৰ ফলত আমি ইংলিছ ক'ব নোখোজো আৰু বেলেগে হাঁহিব চাগে। যেতিয়া ভাল ভাল শব্দ জানিম তেতিয়া আমাৰো ভাল লাগিব লিখি বা কথা কৈ। চ' কোনে কোনে ইয়াত আছা, কোন কোনে ইয়াতে আছা যিসকলে ভাবা যে মোৰ ভকেবুলাৰী বেছি ষ্ট্ৰং নহয় সেইকাৰণে মই কথা নকওঁ ইংলিছত? কোনোবা আছেনে ইয়াতে আমাৰ নিচিনা? এই লগত তোমাৰ আছেনে তেনেকুৱা কোনোবা লগ যিসকলে মানে ভাল শব্দ নাজানাৰ ফলত তেওঁলোকে ইংলিছে নকয়?
Yes, I have কিছুমান আছে, but আগতে আছিল, এতিয়া নাই, কাৰণ আমি গোটেইবিলাকে একেলগে প্ৰেক্টিচ কৰিছিলো। তো আমাৰ বেটছৰ কেইটাৰ কথাই ক'ম যে যদিও আমি ৱৰ্ড নাজানো, বাট প্ৰেক্টিচ কৰি এতিয়া অলপ অলপ আহি।
So let us see, by the way. Let us see if anybody is here just like us. Come on. Okay, we have so many people like this. Okay, I have seen the answer called Sondromika. Sondromika bole amar nisina Sondromika, তেতিয়া হলে আমাৰ নিচিনা সুন্দৰকে ইংলিছ ক'ব পাৰিবা তুমি। Okay, আমিও তেনেকুৱা আছিলো, আজি যি হওক কিছু পৰিমাণে হলে আমি ইংলিছ ক'ব পৰা হৈছো। We can communicate with the world today, and you would also be able to communicate with the global audience one day, very soon. And as the world, who is as the world? If you are new, please try to subscribe the channel. And thank you for joining as the world. We can't recognize you, by the way, who you are. So good evening. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm also afraid to speak English. Okay, Ananya, don't worry for that. Okay, whatever you know, that's fine. Nothing more than that you should learn. You can express effectively, and even you speak well. You have to
Yes.
believe in yourself that you are speaking good. Your belief also would help you to go with the words that you know.
Yes,
And
it doesn't
Gorima
seem
and
like that.
Sondromika and Runumi, that means called
Ananya.
Ananya. And Konoklota also having the same problem. So if I ask you, Nilofer, what is the
Yeah.
solution? The way you came out today, just
Mm.
like you were speaking all the time. When I'm out, that you continue to speak. When I'm in, still you speak. When you need to do the paid classes for the paid students, then you speak a lot. Nowadays, even you have created your own channel. So my dear students, when towards the end of the session, okay, I'll share the link of the channel that Nilofer created, and you could also subscribe her channel. Okay, you could also subscribe her channel, by the way, because she's putting a lot of efforts for all of you, and she has created her channel, and you should like, you should subscribe. I'll share the link. Okay, I will just share the link towards the end of the class. Okay, so Kohli Dekarot, I know, but I'm scared to say or describe. Kohli, you have the same problem. Okay, remember that. Those who are writing, those who are active participant here, that means we have the thought process. We have the thought process, and the thought process tells that I do not know, and we are going to make mistakes, and we are going to make mistakes. These are the thoughts that come to us because of the surrounding, because of the environment. Because the environment is not here, we should encourage you to make mistakes. The environment, the surrounding needs the verified, pure speakers. Wherever you are coming from, it doesn't matter, but you have to come. Then only they would appreciate. But they never try to understand. The surrounding doesn't understand that if somebody has to speak, somebody has to be given the environment. And people are also crazy, by the way. If you make a mistake, then people would just laugh at you. They would not give you the space to make mistakes. And because of which, our mind is programmed in such a way that whenever you are going to speak, that you are going to make mistakes. Whatever you are going to utter, that is non-standard. Whatever you are going to describe, that is going to be wrong. And this one that you have to remove, you have to break the barrier. And in this respect, maybe I could help you in the future, as we are dealing here with the speaking English and written English and also communication skills. But if you have some problems, definitely we could give you the counseling sessions with the help of neuroscience, that is called neuro linguistic programming. As I have studied some of the things related to neuroscience, so neuroscience is all about the science of the mind, how mind works. That is taught normally. We observe the minds, how you were just setting up, how you were thinking, this kind of things. Actually, if you get the clarity, then I think that your problems would be solved. Okay, let me test you. Okay, mind game অলপমান আমি চাও একবাৰ খেলি। তো মই যেতিয়াই তোমালোকক কওঁ, নীলোফাৰ এটা টেষ্ট কৰি চোৱা যাওক ন আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীবিলাকে, তো
Okay.
বহুতে গম পায় অলৰেডি। তো তোমালোকক যদি মই কওঁ যে সকলোৱে ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰা আৰু সকলোৱে কি কৰা, মোৰ চেনেলটো লাইক কৰা, তাৰ মাজত এনেকুৱা বহুত ওলাব যি ডিসলাইক কৰি দিব, অলৰেডি আগতেও দিছে, বুজি পাইছেনে? মই যদি কওঁ তোমালোকে কিতাপ পঢ়া, আমাৰ লগত 1.5 ঘন্টা 2 ঘন্টা থাকিবই লাগিব, হেল্ল'
Yeah,
হেল্ল'
you're audible.
হেল্ল'
You are
হেল্ল'
audible.
can you hear me?
Yes. I think you are having network. Okay, I think sir is having network issue.
Nilof, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. At that time also we could hear you.
Write it down, by the way. I can't hear you, by the way. If you can hear me, please tell me. Write down in the chat
Okay.
box, please, if you can hear me. Okay, fine. But my audio is lost, by the way. So my audio is lost, by the way.
I don't know
Let me
why.
just try to connect. Okay.
You should record videos, and I have seen Konoklata's video. So yeah, keep recording. These are also records. And Ananya Kohli, you speak well. It doesn't seem like you don't know how to speak. So don't worry for that. You speak well, and you just keep speaking and keep recording videos. You can send in that WhatsApp group also. So if you feel like you are not a good speaker, don't feel like that. You just keep saying that, yeah, I can, and your sir is telling about NLP, and it talks about mind. So if you think that yes, it is easy, I can do it, I will do it, definitely your mind will tell you. Your mind tells you to do. So it's about your mindset. So today tumalage bhaba, you can speak, you could be an effective speaker. Definitely one day you will be able to do so. You will be able to become an
Okay.
effective speaker.
Right. Right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Nilofer?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So what we can do? Okay. Yeah, now I think the audio is clear and everything is fine. So dear students, যিসকলে ভাবিছা যে তোমালোকে নাজানা, ৱৰ্ডছ বিলাক দুৰ্বল হয়, ভাল ভকেবুলাৰী আমাৰ লগত নাই, তো এদিন আমি যেতিয়া ভালকে আমি শিকিম তেতিয়া আমি ইংৰাজী কম নাইবা কথা পাতিম। ইংলিছ কোৱা বুলিয়ে নহয়, আমাৰ জীৱনত যদি ষ্টেজত ক'ব খোজো, আমি যদি পৃথিৱীত আমি ইম্পেক্ট এটা পেলাব খোজো, তেতিয়াহ'লে উই হেভ টু ডু ওৱান থিং, we have no other options, so we have to speak. Or সেইকাৰণে speaking, reading, writing and listening, out of the many skills today, it is recognized that speaking is one of the top skills. Speaking is number one skill in this world today. If you can speak well, you will get the preference in all walks of your life. Okay? And today you are a student. Tomorrow you'd be the responsible citizen. Today you are a student and tomorrow you are going to be the responsible youth who would work for the nation, who would work for the society, who would work for yourself and who would work for your parents and your village and for the whole world. And at that time, you have to learn the skills when it would require, okay? When you go to the final, stage of your career, where you need to work for the people, you have to earn money, you have to have a good life, then some of the skills which we miss during the school time, that should learn today. You should learn that skill today. If you are speaking, if you're learning that skill, that you would get the benefits, you can reap the fruit of the journey if you can plant it right now. Okay? And if you are not planting, if you are not doing anything today, you are going to suffer. Today, my dear students, let me ask you one question. If I tell you that I have got 100 out of 100 in English, I have got 10 out of 10 in 10th examination, if I could show you the certificate, will you accept? Will you be here with me for hours and hours? Tell me. মই যদি তোমালোকক কওঁ নীলোফাৰ মই দেখাইছো, চোৱা এইখন আমাৰ চাৰ্টিফিকেট, আমি চাৰ্টিফিকেটৰ জৰিয়তে আমি কি কৰিছো, this is our certificate, okay? And we have done masters, আমি বহুত কিবা কিবি কৰিছো, আমি বিৰাট পাৰো ইংলিছ, সাংঘাতিক ধৰণে পাৰো। তো তোমালোকক চাৰ্টিফিকেট দেখাইছো, চোৱা আমি কিমান নম্বৰ পাইছিলো। বাস্তৱ ক্ষেত্ৰত তোমালোকে জানো শুনিবা আমাৰ কথা চাৰ্টিফিকেট চাই, আমাৰ ধৈৰ্য এনে নাই ইমান, তো এই ক্ষেত্ৰত শুনিবৰ কাৰণে চাৰ্টিফিকেটে কাম নকৰিব ডেফিনেটলি। তো আমাৰ যদি ইণ্টেলিজেঞ্চ, দ্য আৰ্ট অফ স্পিকিং, যদি আমি কথা ক'ব পাৰিছো, তোমালোকে যদি বুজি পাইছা, তেতিয়াহ'লেহে আমাৰ এই ভিডিঅ'বিলাক চাবা, আমাৰ লাইভ ছেশ্যনবিলাক চাবা। এতিয়া সময় উকলি গ'ল যে তোমালোকে সেই থিয়ৰি শিকি জীৱনত জীয়াব পাৰিবা। আমাৰ চাৰ্টিফিকেট লাগিব, মাৰ্ক লাগিব, বাট এট দ্য ছেম টাইম আমাৰ এই প্ৰেক্টিকেল স্কিলবিলাকো লাগিব। প্ৰেক্টিকেল স্কিল কি? আজিৰ সময়ত সবচে প্ৰভাৱশালী স্কিলৰ ভিতৰত এটা আছে, সেইটো হৈছে স্পিকিং স্কিলছ। আৰু যিটো স্কিল কোনো স্কুল কলেজত প্ৰেক্টিকেল লেভেলত শিকোৱা নহয়। সবচে প্ৰব্লেমৰ কথাটো হৈছে কি, আজিৰ পৃথিৱীখনত সবচে বেছি যিটো লাগে, সাইন্টিষ্ট হলেও লাগিব স্পিকিং স্কিলছ। তোমালোকে দেখা পাইছা সেইদিনাখন উদ্ধৱ ভৰালিছে সাইন্টিষ্ট আছিলে, তেওঁ সুন্দৰকে কথা কয়। He knows the art of speaking, that's why he is making an influence. প্ৰফেচাৰ হলেও লাগিব, ডক্টৰ হলেও লাগিব, পেচেণ্টৰ লগত ভালকে কথা পাতিব লাগিব। তো যিয়ে নোহোৱা কিয় তোমালোকে এই কথা ক'বই লাগিব, আৰু যদি কথা ক'বই লাগে এতিয়াৰ পৰা প্ৰেক্টিচ কৰিলে বেছি ভাল হয়। তোমালোকৰ জীৱনৰ পৰা কেৱল প্ৰত্যেক দিনে 1 ঘণ্টাকে যদি আমাৰ লগত প্ৰেক্টিচ কৰা, আই এম শিয়ৰ দ্যাট তোমালোকৰ ভয় গুচি যাব, তোমালোকৰ ডাউটছ ক্লিয়াৰ হ'ব, আৰু তোমালোকৰ মাজৰ পৰা মই ইয়াত ইনভাইট কৰিম, যেটা তোমালোকে ভাবা যে স্যাৰ I would just like to talk to you in this way and I will just give some information to the students, তেতিয়াহ'লে তোমালোকক মই এই ষ্টেজত বহুৱাই তোমালোকক মই এংকৰিং কৰিব দিম, হোষ্টিং কৰিব দিম, নাইবা শিকাব দিম এজ এ ট্ৰেইনাৰ। অ'কে? কিয়নো it is all about learning, it is all about giving confidence to each one, okay? Each one of you. So don't worry for that. খালি জাষ্ট মই তোমালোকক কৈছো যে আমি যেতিয়া ইংলিছ কম, সৰু সৰু বস্তুবিলাকত আমি গুৰুত্ব দিব লাগিব, আৰু চিম্পল ৱৰ্ডবিলাক আমি ক'ব লাগিব। The right শব্দটো ইউজ কৰি আমি কেনেকে এটা ষ্টৰী বনাব পাৰো। ফৰ এক্সাম্পল ৰাইট, আমি জাষ্ট ফ'কাছ কৰিব লাগে how to make a story using the word called write or wrote or written. Just think about it, how to make a story using the word called beer. Think about it, how to you make a story using the word called make, and tomorrow I will try to explain the uses of make. Make a বহুত কথা বুজায় আৰু কি কি বুজাব মই নেক্সট ক্লাছত কম। আজি যে দেৰি হৈছে গতিকে আজি মই 8:30 আমি সেশনটো এন্ড কৰিম, কিন্তু তাৰ আগ মুহূৰ্তত মই তোমালোকক এটা এনএলপিৰ এটা সৰু টেকনিক ক'ব বিচাৰিছো যে তোমালোকে কেনেকে মনোযোগ বৃদ্ধি কৰিব পাৰি, তোমালোকে কেনেকে শিকিব, তোমালোকে সুন্দৰকে কেনেকে মনোযোগ দি শিকিব পাৰিবা। আৰু যদি তোমালোকে ভাবা কিছু সময় আছে 2 মিনিট 3 মিনিট মান, তেতিয়াহ'লে মই এই টেকনিকটো শ্বেয়াৰ কৰিম। আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী কনকলতাৰ পৰা আদি কৰি বহুত ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী গম পায় তেওঁলোকে এই টেকনিক বিলাক, কিছু কথা মই কৈছিলো আমাৰ অফলাইন ক্লাছত। তো যিসকলে গম নাপায় মই তোমালোকৰ কাৰণে কৈছো আচলতে মনোযোগ কেনেকে আনিব পাৰি। ওকে ধ্ৰুৱ ছাৰ, থেংক ইউ। তো মনোযোগ আনাৰ বেষ্ট অপশনটো হৈছে আমাৰ জাষ্ট ব্ৰেইনে সদায় উল্টাকে ভাবে। ওকে, আমাৰ ব্ৰেইন এণ্ড মাইণ্ড সদায় উল্টা কৰে। আমাক যেটো কোৱা হয় এইটো নকৰে। আমাক যদি সৰু বাচ্চা এজনক যদি আমি কওঁ এই দৰ্জাখনত টাচ নকৰিবা, থেংক ইউ, দৰ্জাখনত টাচ নকৰিবা, টাচ কৰিব না নাই কোৱাচোন, কোৱা তোমালোকে। তোমালোকক যদি কোনোবাই কয় দৰ্জাখনত টাচ নকৰিবা দেই কিবা এটা হ'ব, দৰ্জাখনত টাচ নকৰিবা, কি কোৱা? টাচ কৰিবৰ মন যাব নে নাই কোৱাচোন, কোৱা। তোমালোকক যদি মই কওঁ do not try to touch the door, something is there, তোমালোকে টাচ কৰিবা নে নাই কোৱাচোন, কোৱা। Write it down. You will touch or not? তোমালোকক যদি দেউতাই কয়, মায়ে কয় যে দৰ্জাখনত টাচ নকৰিবা, তোমালোকে টাচ নকৰিবা নে টাচ কৰিবা কোৱা। মনত যদি ভয়ও লাগে যে মায়ে গালি দিব, কিন্তু মনৰ ভিতৰৰ পৰা মনে মনে টাচ কৰিব ইচ্ছা যাব নে নাই? Yes or no? কনকলতাই কৈছে কৰিবৰ মন যাব। ওকে, বিপুল ছাৰে কৈছে য়েছ, ৰুণমীয়ে কৈছে য়েছ। ওকে, কুঁৱলী দ্বাৰা ওকে গুড, কৰিম ছাৰ। ওকে য়েছ ছাৰ, আই উইল বি এক্সাইটেড টু টেচ। ওকে, তো চোৱা আমাৰ মাইণ্ড আৰু ব্ৰেইন কেনেকে কাম কৰে। ওকে চোৱা, আমাক কেতিয়াবা কেতিয়াবা যেতিয়া কয় যে এইটো নকৰিবা, আমাক যেতিয়াই কোৱা হয় এইটো নকৰিবা, তেতিয়া আমাৰ মনে কয় কৰ বুলি। ওকে, তাৰ মানে মাইণ্ডৰ চিম্পল আণ্ডাৰষ্টেণ্ডিংটো আমি এনেকে বুজি পালো যে মাইণ্ড সদায় উল্টাকে কাম কৰে। আমাক যি কোৱা হয় তাৰ উল্টাটো হয়। তেতিয়াহ'লে মনতে ভাবি লোৱাচোন লোৱা, আমাক যদি সদায় কয় পৰ 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 বুলি, আমাক যদি সদায় কোৱা হয় পৰ 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 বুলি, পঢ়া 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 বুলি, আমাক পঢ়িব মন যাবনে কোৱাচোন, কোৱা তোমালোকে। এইটো টাচ নকৰিবা, আমাৰ কৰিব ইচ্ছা যায়। এইটো নিলিখিবা, আমাৰ লিখিব ইচ্ছা যায়। এইটো নুখুলিবা, বাকচটোত কিবা আছে, ডু নট ট্ৰাই টু ওপেন দ্য বক্স, আমি খুলিব মন যায়। এইটো নেচাৰেল হয়। ওকে, দিছ ইজ দ্য নেচাৰেল ৱে। যেতিয়া আমাক কয় উল্টাকে যদি আমি ভাবো, আমাক কি কোৱা হয় কিতাপ পঢ়া, কিতাপ পঢ়া, কিতাপ পঢ়া, এইটো কৰা, সেইটো কৰা, এইটো কৰা। আমাক যেতিয়া কয় কৰা কৰা বুলি, আমাৰ কৰিব মন যায় নে নাযায় কোৱাচোন, কোৱা। সঁচা কথা কবা। Just try to speak the truth. When your parents tell you, when your teachers tell you, just concentrate. Read. Finish. Study. ঘৰত কৈয়ে থাকে পঢ় বুলি। ওকে, ৰাইট। চ' ধ্ৰুৱ ছাৰ আপুনি ঠিকে কৈছে, পঢ়িব সেই ক্ষেত্ৰত যদি বাৰে বাৰে কৈ থকা হয়, আই এম ৰিলেটেড উইথ দিছ সেন্টেন্স। ওকে, ঠিক আছে। তো মনত ৰাখিবা, যেতিয়া আমাক বাৰে বাৰে কিবা এটা কৰ বুলি কয়, আমাৰ মাইণ্ড সদায় এগেইনষ্টত যায়। বুজি পাইছানে? আমাৰ মাইণ্ড সদায় এগেইনষ্টত যায়। তাৰমানে মাইণ্ডৰ এইটো ফাংচন হয়, মাইণ্ডে সদায় উল্টাটো কৰে। এটা মই তোমালোকক যদি কওঁ যে চাপ'জ সকলোৱে তোমালোকে নিজৰ স্কুলত তোমালোকৰ নিজৰ স্কুলৰ যিখন বেঞ্চ যিখন ঠাইত তোমালোকে বহা তাৰ কথা নাভাবিবা okay let me test তোমালোকে যিখন স্কুলত পঢ়া সেই স্কুলখনৰ নিৰ্দিষ্ট ৰুমটোৰ যিখিনি ঠাইত তুমি বহা তোমালোকে বহা সেই ঠাইখিনি কথা নাভাবিবা বা তোমালোকৰ স্কুলত যায় যিয়ে ক্লাছত নপঢ়া কিয় জাষ্ট স্কুলত পঢ়া পঢ়ি থকা সময়ত যিখন ঠাইত বহা তোমালোকে সেই ঠাইখনৰ কথা নাভাবিবা নাইবা যোৱাকালি নাইবা কালি হোৱা ক্লাছটোৰ কথা নাভাবিবা তোমালোকে পাৰিছানে নাভাবাকে থাকিব উদ্ধৱ ছাৰৰ কথাটো ভুলতো নাভাবিবা উদ্ধৱ ছাৰৰ কথাটো ভুলতো নাভাবিবা সিদিনাখন যে ছাৰ আহিছিলে সেই সেশনটোৰ কথা সো এতিয়া মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী হ'ল তোমালোকে কোৱাচোন কোৱা মই জাষ্ট 1 মিনিট মানৰ ভিতৰত মই সেশনটো শেষ কৰিম আৰু তোমালোকে জাষ্ট কোৱা যে মই যেতিয়া কৈছো এটো নকৰিবা বুলি তোমালোকে কৰিছা নে নাই before SSLC exam okay parents rebuked to left study if I had not read attentively hence I doubled the attention towards my study okay SSLC exam parents rebuked to leave okay if I had not read attentively okay hence I doubled the attention towards my study okay hosai bhal okay good to sabab jitu moi nokoribo koisu tomaloke korisa na nai koasun koa যেটো নকৰিব কোৱা হয় হেতু কৰা হয় এটা প্ৰ্যাকটিক্যালি তোমালোক যেটো মই কলো যে সাৰৰ কথা মনত পৰিছে না নাই sir you said that's why I remembered about sir in our classroom okay remember তো মইতো তোমালোকক কৈছিলো নাভাবিবা বুলি তো মানা কইলেও আমি যেটো কথা নো বুলি ক do not do so you do it when I say do it you never do it তো সেইকাৰণে আমি মাইন্ডৰ লগত অলপ মান being careful that means we have to deal with the mind carefully মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল তোমালোক যিসকল চাই আছা ইয়াতে আমি তোমালোকৰ লগত NLP কিছু পাৱাৰফুল টেকনিক আমি শেয়াৰ কৰিম আৰু এই যেটো কলো যে মাইন্ডক কেনেকে ডাইৰেকশন দিব লাগে শিক্ষাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত ওকে when we learn something making fun when we learn something devoting ourselves to the time that we are spending then we get maximum outcome আমি যেতিয়া 100% মনোযোগ দি কিবা এটা কৰিব পাৰো আমি maximum outcome পাম আৰু যদি আমি বহুত ঘন্টা থাকো কিন্তু মনোযোগ দিব নোৱাৰো ইফালে গুছি যায় দেখে মাইন্ড আমি কং মনোযোগ দি বাট তেতিয়াতো নহয় কেতিয়াও যাৰ ফলত আমাৰ লাভ কম কি হয় তো ধৰি লোৱা হল যে তোমালোকক পঢ়িব দিছে মা দেউতাই এটা ৰুমত বন্ধ কৰি থৈ দিছে তোলা লগাই থৈ দিছে যে আমাৰ মাইনাই ঠিকছে কিতাপ পঢ়ে আৰু সকলোকে কৈ দিছে আমাৰ মাইনাই 2 ঘন্টা নাইবা 2 ঘন্টা বাদ বাকি প্ৰায় 24 ঘন্টা ভিতৰত 12 ঘন্টা মান পঢ়ে আৰু সেই হিচাপে ৰাইজকো কৈছে 12 ঘন্টা মান পঢ়ে বুলি পিছত ৰিজাল্ট অলপ বেয়া হল তাৰপিছত মাকে লাজ পাব লগাত পৰে বহুত ক্ষেত্ৰত মই গম পাও সিমান মোৰ বহুত ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ ভিতৰত বহুত ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ খবৰ মই পাও এনেকে যে ঘৰত বন্দী কৰি থৈ দিয়ে তালা মাৰি থৈ দিয়ে তাৰপিছত ঠিকছে পঢ়া বুলি ভাবে কেৱল বডিটোহে আছে আমাৰ ৰুমটোত কিন্তু মাইন্ডটো ওলাই যায় চাৰিওফালে তো মাইন্ডৰ কথা জানো কোনোবাই ভাবে কেতিয়াবা মাইন্ডটো আমাৰ গেমত যায় কেতিয়াবা মাইন্ডটো ক্লাছৰুমত যায় কেতিয়াবা মাইন্ডটো বাহিৰত গুচি যায় আমি নানান ধৰণৰ চিন্তা কৰি থাকো মাইন্ডকটো ব্লক কৰিব কোনেও নোৱাৰে আৰু মাইন্ডৰ কথা নাভাবেও কোনেও যাৰ ফলত বডি থাকিলেও মাইন্ডটো আমাৰ নাথাকে ক্লাছৰুমত নাইবা পঢ়াৰ সময়ত তো সেইকাৰণে প্ৰত্যেকজন টিচাৰে they should learn NLP they should study about the mind আৰু মাইন্ড সম্পৰ্কে আমি যেতিয়া ষ্টাডি কৰিম আমাৰ অটোমেটিক্যালি we can double the benefits of studying well we can double the learning whatever you are learning তো সেইকাৰণে মাইন্ড এন্ড বডি লগ লাগাৰ পিছতে আমি বহুত এক্সেলাৰেট কৰিব পাৰো আমাৰ লাৰ্নিংটো তো মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল মই জাস্ট কিবা এটা সিম্পল কথা কলো কথাটো হৈছে কি do not do it you will do it you will never do it তো এটা হৈছে মাইন্ডৰ গেম আৰু এই গেমটো যদি মনত ৰাখি আমাৰ যদি টিচাৰ্স বিলাকে ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীক কয় সুন্দৰকে মনোযোগ দিব আৰু তাৰ এক্সাম্পল হৈছে আমাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী যিখিনি আছে আমাৰ এটা পেইড ক্লাছ আছে ইংলিছ গ্ৰামাৰ মাষ্টাৰী বুলি তো ইংলিছ গ্ৰামাৰ শিকাও তাত মই আৰু ইয়াতে আমাৰ কোহলি আছে অনন্যা আছে সো এই ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীবিলাক ভালকৈ গম পায় যে তেওঁলোকে টাইমটো ৰখি থাকি কেতিয়া ক্লাছটো হ'ব so I'm trying to use the techniques of NLP and also traditional knowledge whatever I have and that's why I'm trying to that's why to some extent I'm able to make it a little interesting I have not learned fully but মই যিখিনি শিকিছো NLP কিছু তোমালোকৰ লগত মই শেয়াৰ কৰিম তো আশা কৰিছো সকলোৱে আমাৰ সেশনবিলাক চাই থাকিবা আশা কৰিছো কিছু ৰিলেট কৰিব পাৰিছা যেনেকৈ আমাৰ বডিগাৰ্ডৰ দৰকাৰ হয় পঢ়া পাতি চোৱাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত মাইণ্ড গাৰ্ডৰো দৰকাৰ আছে আৰু মাইণ্ড গাৰ্ডটো কেৱল NLP হে তোমালোকক দিব পাৰিব আৰু NLP বহুত কষ্টলি কোৰ্স হয় সকলোৱে নকৰে আৰু কৰিব নোৱাৰে পইচাৰ কাৰণে আৰু মই কিছু পৰিমাণে শিকিছো অলপ চলপ so I will try to share with all of you so মৰমৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল আমি বহুত কথা ক'লো আজিৰ টপিকটো আছিলে যে ডিফাৰেণ্ট ভাৰ্ব ফৰ্মছ বিলাক আমি কেনেকৈ শিকি লৈ বাক্য কেনেকৈ বনাব পাৰো আৰু আমি কাইলৈ একেই let's learn forms of verbs to express in English effectively part 2 will be back tomorrow during this time okay so thank you very much for watching and thank you for your love and care thank you for your likes আৰু শেষত তোমালোকে যদি ভাল পাইছে সেশনটো দুই এটা যদি কমেন্ট লিখি দিয়া আমি দুগুণ উৎসাহিত হ'ম আৰু যদি তোমালোক যাতে আৰু ভাল ভাল কথা ক'ব পাৰো ভাল ভাল লেসনস দিব পাৰো আৰু তাৰ কাৰণে আমি কিছু এনাৰ্জি পাম বাকি কিছু কথা মই নীলফৰ ক'বলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাইছো আমি সেশনটো হেক কৰাৰ আগমুহূৰ্তত
হয় আজি কিছুমান বস্তু দিয়া হৈছে তোমালোকে এইখিনি প্ৰেক্টিস কৰিবা এন্ড ৰেকৰ্ড এ ভিডিও so সকলোৱে ভিডিও ৰেকৰ্ড কৰিলে and you can send in that group you can upload so I request you to do that আৰু কালিও হয়তো আমি এটো কন্টিনিউ কৰিম so continuation of this session and yeah I wish you a good night and take care bye bye
ওকে আৰু এটা হোমৱৰ্ক দিও তোমালোকৰ সেশনটো কেনেকুৱা লাগিল তোমালোকে যদি পাৰা এটা ভিডিও বনাবা সকলোৱে আৰু হোৱাটসঅ্যাপ গ্ৰুপত আপলোড কৰিবা ওকে তোমালোকৰ সেশন বিলাক কেনেকুৱা লাগি আছে তোমালোকৰ সেশন বিলাক কেনেকুৱা লাগিছে এটা ভিডিও বনাই তোমালোকে হোৱাটসঅ্যাপ গ্ৰুপত আপলোড কৰিবা যাতে আমিও দুগুণ উৎসাহিত হ'ব পাৰো যাতে নতুন নতুন দুজন ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী যাতে নতুন নতুন ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী শিকিব পাৰে আৰু স্যাৰ আপোনালোকৰ যদি কোনোবা ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী আছে বিপুল বিশ্বাস স্যাৰ লগতে ধ্ৰুৱ স্যাৰ you can also bring them here so that they could also learn with all of us okay so thank you everybody okay today's class was very useful thank you everybody those who have written here so thank you very much my dear students it's time to say good night take care and sweet dreams
good night
okay good thank you